It has been so long, but we are attempting Mount Shasta winter climb. Mountaineer boots, crampons. I haven't climbed a mountain since October and I almost died. But I'm ready to go out there with Saju. How you feeling?
Doing great. Winter ascent.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I can't wait. Let's do it. In the vlog, we're charging the car. It's so windy here, but we're just gonna get food. I don't even know. We're like in nearby Stack. Food. Saju's eating his Starbucks right now. I just had some Burger King, but an hour and 30 till the next charging stop. But then from there, charge for like 10 minutes, and then the rental shop, and then we get the crampons, then take melatonin and go to bed. I'm so excited. Like oh my god, I haven't climbed a mountain in so long, but it's gonna be so fire. On the vlog, mountain is in sight. Holy shit. That looks hella tall, bro. We're gonna be on top of that. That's insane. Alright, we're getting closer. Damn, bro. Holy shit.
You can see Avalanche Gulch right there.
Hold up, I'm gonna... No way we're gonna be on top of that, bro. That's crazy. Holy... Damn, bro. That is crazy. Stay on the vlog. Holy, we're like right there. And we gotta get the rentals. And then we got the crampons. Like, damn, bro. And then we got ice axes as well. How we feeling?
Excited.
Bro, I'm so hyped. Like, I'm actually so stoked. Alright, look at that. Holy shit. This looks so fire. I'm gonna be on top of that tomorrow. Like, that is insane. But basically, we're just gonna take melatonin now and then get Subway and then go to bed, wake up at midnight, and go on top of that, bro. Holy, that's gonna be crazy. Like, look at that, dude. That is like 14,000 feet high. Alright, update on the vlog. Me and Saju just got food, and now we're gonna finish the food, and then we're gonna finish the food, go to Avalanche Gulch, sleep, rest up, and summit hopefully tomorrow. I'm so stoked. Vlog. It's 7:27. We just got some Starbucks. Saju's blowing up a sleeping pad. Arrive at the beginning. Hold up. Arrive at the beginning of the trailhead at midnight. That's the plan. No. Arrive before 8. Sleep till midnight. Wake up. Hopefully start pushing by 12:30. That's the plan. So let's go. Chilling. Just playing some beach buggy. We're about to go to sleep. We're really tired, and then we're gonna wake up at midnight and summit. Let's do this. Alright, vlog. Little update. It's you can't see it. Okay, hold up. It's 11:26 p.m. We realized we're not gonna fall back asleep till midnight, so why not just start getting ready now? That way you have like an extra half hour. And I slept for 2.5 hours. Saju is off no sleep, so I'm a little worried, but you're gonna get ready, and the fit is gonna look so tough. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, shoes then. Alright, vlog. It's midnight. I'm completely fitted up. I got the crampons, Mountaineer boots, got the ice axe as well. I'm so stoked. Let me show Saju's fit real quick. Alright, he got on the fit as well. He got the crampons, windbreaker helmet, summit. First ever winter ascent, bro. Let's do it. You're gonna be hella serious. It's midnight. It's the start of this trail. there's already snow. This is the start, so the mountains out there in the distance. I wish I could show. I'm gonna show a photo. It looks hella sick. Alright. Up there in the vlog. The moon's starting to come out. You guys aren't gonna see it, but right now I'm gonna show a couple photos of how it looks right now. The mountain looks sick. It's insane. Update vlog. We're 8,300 meters in. 8,300 feet high. Been going 2 miles. Next stop, we're gonna rest at 10,000 feet at Helen Lake. It's like that ass all snow. It's cold as hell, but you know, it's.
There's one person down there that's coming back up the summit.
With dead ass no one else here, but still we got it. Still got a long way to go, but summit for sure. Let's go.
Alright, vlog.
Here's an update. Got Saju. Right now, we're at 10,800 feet. The view is low-key insane, bro. But you can see like everything. Hold up. You can see like, dude, this looks insane. Holy cow. Alright, I'll end the vlog. We're at 11,500 feet. I'm not trying to drop my phone, but this is the view we got right now. It's looking insane. Cannot wait to summit. Update. We are pretty high up, like really high up. This is our view right now. It's looking pretty insane. I'm not gonna lie, I'm so exhausted. I'm at 13,000 feet. I got 1,000 feet left to go. I'm just chilling on a ledge. Look at this view, bro. But I'm waiting on Saju. He's a little behind, but I think an hour or 2 hours till summit. But I'm hella excited, bro. I'm actually so excited. Let's do this. But here's the view. Holy shit, bro. Damn. But this has been one of the most hardest summits of my life. Like, there's just snow everywhere, but it's teaching me so much experience. Like, bro, I'm gonna use this shit like in every mountain I go to. But right now I'm just waiting on Saju and then get him and then full push to the summit. We have like half an hour. I'm so excited, dude. Let's go. Alright, me and Saju completed the most difficult part of the hike. Red Banks, that shit was hell. Oh my god, we did 4,000 elevation in like 1 mile. That shit was, no, 3,000 elevation in 1 mile. But now, we just got 1,000 elevation. The summit is gonna hit. Update on the vlog! Summit! Night! We got this shit! Let's go! I don't know why. I shed a few tears, but we did it. Soju's about to summit as well. Holy cow. We actually did it. Look at the view. You can definitely see everything from up here. Holy. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not really the type of dude to get emotional, but I don't know, whenever I'm climb a mountain, I just like shed a few tears. 14,000 feet high. Oh my god. Like, I actually did this shit in the winter. I can't believe it. You know, even though I don't have a lot of people watching me, I hope that everyone that's watching gets to summit a mountain once in their life, because it is one of the most like extraordinary feelings like ever. And even though I almost died in October trying to climb a mountain, the feeling that I'm feeling right now pushes me to keep going. And shout out to my friends, you know, shout out to my family, shout out to my mom and dad, I love you guys. Shout out to my brother and sister, I love you guys too. And for my friends, I will take y'all here this summer. Like, I need you guys to experience this. Like, this is actually insane. And you know, there's more mountains to climb. This is just one of them. Let's go. Let's go, dude. Oh my god. Yo, Mount Shasta 2026 winter climb. Holy cow, this is no joke. Finally! First successful summit of my channel. First successful summit of the year. More to come. Mount Baldy, end of March. Peace. Let's go. How you feeling?
Great, top of the world.
Holy shit, dude, this is no joke. Alright, we'll probably record like later, but climbing down the mountain right now. Look at this beautiful view, bro. So fire. Alright, update on the vlog. I'm not gonna lie. The way back to the car is the worst shit ever. Saju, his crampons got loose, so he fell down 2,000 feet down the mountain. But he survived because he's a goat. And now we're gonna get waiting on a helicopter to get rescued. So that's the update, bro. Shit's crazy. All right, it has been approximately a week since that incident. I'm just gonna narrate the story and explain everything that happened. So on the way down, me and Saju, we took our crampons off and we were glissading down the mountain, and then we realized like it was too steep for us to glissade down. And then we put our crampons back on. He put my crampons back on, and he put his crampons back on because I didn't know how to tighten it properly, but he did. And after he tightened my crampons, I started walking down the mountain. And then a minute later, like I hear him yell, like, "Oh shit!" And I look up, and I see him sliding down the mountain. And I'm not gonna lie, like my heart just dropped, and I saw him sliding down, and essentially he slid like 1,000 feet down. And in the moment, I started hyperventilating and my legs started shaking and I started to have a panic attack because, you know, nothing like this has ever happened to me before. And I just told myself, I was like, all right, like Manish, like you need to walk in, just get down. And for around 10 minutes, I didn't know whether or not he lived because I just saw him plummet down. And around 10 minutes later, I heard him yell my name. And then a wave of relief came over my shoulders because I knew he was still alive. So then, initially after hearing my name, I had to walk down another 20 minutes. So it took me half an hour from where he initially fell to reach him. And then I reached him, and basically I asked him what was wrong, and he said his ankle was sprained. He said his shoulder was dislocated. And I was on the phone with 911, and I opened his back shirt, and there's a ton of blood, and he was bleeding on his back. And I told him, I was like, oh shoot, dude, like I'm gonna get us out of this, like just hang in there. And then I called 911, and they said a helicopter was gonna come get us. And then half an hour later they called again. They said a helicopter couldn't get us because it was too windy and it was too cold and it was too late. So they said we have to spend the night on the mountain. And I was like, oh shoot. Like in my head I thought, okay, like I've done this before in October, like it's gonna be okay, I just have to hold on. And then another half an hour later, around I think 11:50, I got another phone call, and then the ranger said that, hey, if you guys don't start moving down, you guys are gonna freeze to death up there. And that's when like my head just just snapped back into place. And I was like, okay, like I need to just get us down. And Saju, his crampons and his ice axe fell while he was plummeting, so he had no gear, and it was just solely up to me. And I was really nervous. There's a lot of pressure, obviously. So I just took a deep breath, and I moved in front of him, and I sat in front of him, and then I wrapped his legs around my waist. And with my crampons and my ice axe, I slowly scooted down the mountain for like an hour. And then after like an hour, I'd been up for 24 hours plus, and I was so exhausted. And I told him, I was like, dude, I'm not gonna lie, I can't keep going. Like, I'm so exhausted, we're just gonna have to sleep here. So around 11,200 feet, I dug like a hole with my crampons, and we both put our feet in it, and we just tried sleeping. And throughout the night, he was speaking a little bit gibberish, like he was going through it. And I told him, I was like, bro, just get some sleep, like just hang in there, like we're gonna be good, like just hang in there. And then around 7 a.m., a helicopter came and it circled near us, but it didn't come directly in front of us. And then it left. So after it left, we waited another half an hour. And from where we were, we could see the bottom of the trail all the way down. And even after half an hour, we didn't see anyone coming up. So we originally thought that they didn't see us. So then I gave him my ice axe and I told him, I was like, okay, I'm gonna get rescue, like just in case they didn't see us. So I left him my ice axe and I started walking down the mountain. And on the way down, I saw a ranger in a snowmobile, and then he told me that the helicopter saw us, but it was too windy, so they couldn't rescue us. And then they went up to get him, and then I just walked back to trail with another ranger that guided me. And then he went to the hospital afterwards, and he had hypothermia. His shoulder was dislocated. His face was really scratched up, and honestly, like, he's lucky to be alive. You know, this experience was really traumatic for me, and I don't know what's next. I'm gonna take a few months off mountaineering and just reflect on, like, I wish I could just go back in time and turn around earlier, but you know, I can't change the past. I can only move forward, and I'm lucky to have made it out of this situation alive. And thank you to the Rangers and the search and rescue team for getting us out of there. Grateful to make it out, you know. And that's the end to this vlog. Peace. I'm also gonna tag in the description, I'm gonna link the article that was written about this incident as well. Shout out Saju, you're the GOAT.